Hello and welcome. I'm Ronnie and I'm going to show you how to install the world's best under sink water filtration system today, the Hypurkleen system. So we're going to go under the sink and I'm going to show you this step by step, and you should be able to get this done within 15 minutes. Let's do it. Okay, so here's the tools that you need. You need one pliers or adjustable wrench, and you need one 5/8 inch wrench or a second set of pliers. You can also have a 5/8 and a 9/16. You need two of them. But I would just have an adjustable wrench or pliers and a 5/8. If you don't have a 5/8, you can use a separate set of pliers. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and shut off our cold water. Now mine is already shut off, and you're going to notice that there's a hose on top. We're going to get our 5/8 inch wrench or our pliers, and we're going to take this nut off. We're going to put a towel under the sink to make sure no water is going to spill on the bottom. And we're going to unscrew this nut, take it down, and let it drop out of the way. Now, you will have this fitting in your kit. It's a copper barrel fitting with nuts on both sides. You will also have two of these 90-degree fittings, and you'll also have two sections of tubing. Okay. Now I'm going to be installing the filter on the right side of the cabinet for this installation. So if you install it on the left-hand side, there will be only some minor changes here, but you can install it in the back, on the right, on the left. You can have it sitting on the floor of the cabinet, or you can hang it up. In this installation, we're going to show you it hanging up on the wall. Okay, so I'm going to take off one of the collars, this top nut, and inside there's going to be a copper ring. And what we want to do is we want to take this fitting and we want to first slide on the nut with the threaded side out. Okay? And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put on the ring. So it's going to look like this. You see, you got the nut first and then the ring. And once it's on, you can push that ring all the way back. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the shutoff valve. I'm going to put this all the way down as far as I can press it, and I'm going to screw this collar down onto the fitting. Now, remember I said I'm going to install it on the right? So I want this facing over to the right like this, since it's going to be on the right. But if you're installing on the left, you can have it facing this way, okay? So I'm going to, I'm going to tighten this nut down as tight as I can get it. Okay, I'm not going to do it all the way for the video, but you tighten this down as tight as it will go. Make sure this piece stays facing the way you want it to face. Okay, that's all we need to do for the supply at this moment. Now we're going to cut over to hanging the filter and installing it. Okay, next step is we have our filter here. We have this nut, and remember we took one side off and put it on the supply, on the cold water supply. The other side already has the ring in here, so all we need to do is slip this in and make sure you push it down as far as it will go. Now this is the time where you're going to need two wrenches. So you'll put one wrench on the body of the barrel itself, and you'll take your pliers and get this as tight as you possibly can get it until it won't turn anymore, literally. Okay? Now don't worry about this side for the moment. Now because the filter is going on my right side, I have one 90-degree piece left, and because the hose is going to be coming from here back up to the cold water, I don't want it in a position where it's going to bend or kink itself. So this is where I'm going to put the 90-degree fitting, right here. And all I have to do is take this and press it all the way in till it won't press any further, and now it's installed. So the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end of the tube and I'm going to push it into this fitting all the way until it won't push any further. Okay? Now I'm going to take the other end of this Oh, whoops. Sorry, folks. Sorry to confuse you. I got this backwards. Okay, so this piece is going to go, don't get mad at me, I'm correcting it quick. All right, so this piece with the copper is going to go on this side. This is the left side of the filter. This is the outlet. This piece with nothing on it is going to go into this 90-degree fitting. And now we're ready to hang the filter on the wall and install these other two ends, and we'll be done. Okay, you see I've installed two screws here on the cabinet. They are exactly 10 1/8 inches apart from center to center. So you can find the position that you want it at, put your first screw in, measure 10 1/8 inch over, make a little mark with a pencil, and put your second screw in there. The screws are exactly, let's see, they're exactly 18 1/4 inch off the floor. All right, so you see how we set our filter up. The hoses are in, it's ready for the complete install. So I'm going to move it into place. It's pretty simple here. I'm just going to get it on the first screw, get it on the second screw, and we're in. Okay, so this thing is in now. Now all we have to do is take our threaded piece here, and remember that hose we disconnected from the cold water? That's this. And all we have to do now is screw this down. Now this one can go on hand tight. Hand tight. You don't need to go super tight on this one because it's got a rubber seal in there, okay? And then just do a half to a full turn more until it feels snug. And that should be it. This is now installed and finished. We have one tube remaining right here. And this is going to go into that 90-degree piece on the cold water side. So let me show that. Remember this piece up here? So all I need to do now is take the end of this, okay, and push it into there. Remember, these are quick connect fittings. So the way they connect is you take that plastic piece and you push it in until it won't go in anymore, and it's fully installed. You are now completely finished with the Hypurkleen installation. That's how it looks. We can take this tube and we can push it up out of the way. We can do the same thing with this one. We can push it out of the way. And now, all you need to do once a year is do a quarter twist on one of these, drop it out, get the new filter, do a quarter twist, turn it until you feel the click, and you're completely done. It takes about a minute to replace all three filters. Now, turn your water supply on, get a flashlight, look at every single connection that we have under here, including where we connected it at the cold water. Open the cold faucet up top, let this flush for a good 3 to 5 minutes. Just let the cold water run, and you're ready to drink and enjoy some of the best water you've ever tasted. Now, the last thing I'll say is some people have a 1/2 inch on their cold water shutoff valve, okay? Instead of it being the 3/8 inch side, which we showed in this video, you're going to have a larger size, which is the 1/2 inch. We do not normally put those pieces in the kit because most of the United States has 3/8 at this point. If you know you have 1/2 inch, put notes on your order, or you can call us up and we'll express these two fittings out to you. One of them is a fitting like this, which will just screw right on to your 1/2 inch, okay? And then the tube will go in here, out to the ionizer, out to the filter. By the way, guys, check out chansonglobal.com and check out our ionizers, the perfect upgrade. If you really want the best water ever, you add an ionizer to this system. It's an antioxidant medicine machine. That's what I call it. So check those out on chanceandglobal.com. So anyway, here's the 1/2 inch. And then we give you another fitting that screws into the faucet tube that goes back up to the faucet hose. So if you got 1/2 inch or you need it, give us a call. We'll send it out to you ASAP. Enjoy.